Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to Engineering Adda. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the lead code array question, which is question number 922, which says sort the array by parity second. So there is a question on this particular topic which says sort the array by parity, and this is the second version you can say of this same problem. So in the previous video, we already have discussed about that particular problem, and if you don't know how to solve this out, just go and watch that video. It is a question number 905 of lead code array section, which says sort array by parity. Now here we are going to solve this 922, which says sort array by parity second. So let me try to go to the lead code and then try to explain you the question first, and then we'll try to solve it out. So before going to the question number 922 or the second version of this sort array by parity, let me explain you this sort array by parity first question, which is 905. So here you can say it says we have an integer array nums. What we have to do is move all the even integers at the beginning of the array followed by all the odd integers, and if return an array that satisfies this condition. Okay, so what we did is we created two lists, even and odd. We try to filter out the elements, even and odd elements from the nums array, keep inside this list, and then we created one answer array where we'll try to put the even element first and then the odd elements, and then return that answer array. So this is what we did. Now again here, if you'll go to this sort array by parity second, what it says is given an array of integers nums, half of the integers in nums are odd and half other half are even. So it says that we have the nums array where we have half elements as odd and other half as even. Sort the array so that whenever nums I is odd, I is odd, so we have to keep the odd element at the odd index, and whenever nums I is even, like even element at the even index. So that is what we have to do here. A little bit change is there where like in the previous one, what we did is we have to keep all the odd all the even elements at the first, and then followed by the odd elements. Here what we have to do is we have to pick even element, like we have to place the even element at the even index and odd element at the odd index. So how we can do that? So that is what we are going to solve here. Okay, so let's get started for that, and let me try to copy this things for you, and then we'll try to solve the same way. Okay, so there is a little bit change and the rest solution would be same, so don't worry on that. So I'm just going to copy it out, and here let me again explain you what we did here is, so that you will get the better understanding what we are doing. Okay, so what we did here is we created two lists. We created one answer array that we are going to return of the same length of nums. Now what we are doing is we are iterating through the nums array, and we are finding out the even element and keeping it in the even list, and whichever is not the even, like we are keeping the odd element in the odd list. Okay, now what we are doing is we are iterating through the even list and finding out one element, like each element of the even list, and then keeping it in the answer array. So this thing we are doing for the like we are doing this thing at very first, so that we keep all the even element at the beginning, and then what we are doing is we are trying to start the index with the event dot size, so that we can keep all the elements or all the odd elements after the even elements. Okay, and then we are trying to fetch out the odd element one by one with this index that we created, and then we are assigning that thing to the answer array, and then we are simply returning the answer array. So this is what we are doing. Now let me try to copy this, and there will be a little bit change which we can do, and then we'll try to submit it out. So just paste it here, and now if we'll go down here, you can see we have these things, and if we'll go to the question again, what it says is we have to keep the even element at the even index and odd element at the odd index. Okay, so let's say we have the even and odd element separated in this list, even and odd. Now what we have to do is we have to start with the like answer array. So here, let's say it's would be we are going to find out all the like all the even or all the odd elements throughout this array. Okay, so that is why I'm just keeping this length as nums dot length, and we are good. Now what we are doing is we are finding out let's say yeah, we are starting with the even index, which is 0, and then it should go to the 2 and then 4 and then 6. So we are iterating through the even. So for that, let me try to first increase this by 1 again, so that it will be 0, 2, 4 and all. The indexing would be something like that. Okay, so we are good with that. And now let's say we are fetching out the first element from the list, which is even, and then we are assigning that to the answer. So for that, let me try to create a separate pointer. Okay, so let's say I'm just going to create a separate pointer int j equal to 0, and we'll try to fetch out the element with this j pointer from the even index, sorry, from the even list. So here let me try to increase j by 1. Okay, so what we are doing is we are fetching out each element from the even and placing that element at the even index. Okay, because here you can see we are increasing one uh, I by 1, and here again we are increasing I by 1. That means we are increasing I by 2 when we are iterating through the this for loop. Okay, so at one go we are increasing I by 2. So first element will be placed at 0, and then it will again the next element will be placed at 2, and here you can see with the help of this j we are fetching out fetching out the element from the even list one by one. Okay, and we are increasing j with 1 only. The same thing we have to do here, and we have to, let's say we are just going to create a next variable or pointer, you can say, which is k, and this will help us in fetching out the element from the odd list. Okay, and here you can see the index would be start from 1. So the first odd index would be 1, and then the next would be 3 and then 5, something like that. And again here it would be nums dot length, and here we need to increase this with k plus plus, and then I should also be increased. So here you can see we are increasing I by 2, so that we can get this odd index 1, 3, 5 and 7, something like that. And we are keeping this like we are increasing k by 1, so that we get each element from the odd index. So this is how we are ensuring that we are placing the index odd element at the odd index and even element at the even index. Okay, and then simply returning the answer. So this is about the solution. Now let me try to run it out and then see. So here you can see the both cases are accepted, and now let me try to submit it out. And here you can see it took 6 milliseconds and it beats 10% of the solution. So this is about the solution. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe the channel for more such content. Thanks.